like a Christmas ornament in a perpetual September. This does kind of feel like the perfect time to pull out an analogy about human relationships. So let's make like Santa when he sees a chimney and get right into it. Hello friends, welcome or welcome back. In Canada, we celebrated Thanksgiving recently, which typically kicks off the holiday season for the vast majority of us up here. We've already been seeing a lot of like Christmas items in the store, even though Halloween is still 2 weeks away. But you know, c'est la vie, baby. All of those Christmas decorations still feel a little bit out of place because as a society, we're still in our Remembrance Day, Halloween, Thanksgiving mindset. We're not ready for Christmas yet. Those pesky trees, snowmen, and Santas will have their moment, but we don't have time for it right now. This does kind of feel like the perfect time to pull out an analogy about human relationships. A lot of people struggle with their mental health, particularly around the holidays. This is common knowledge, right? But another bit of common knowledge that feels a little weird when you put it beside the other one is that very frequently everybody in someone's life will go, "We had no idea you were struggling. You were showing us no signs whatsoever." Call me John Cena because are you sure about that? All I know for sure is my own life, but I think those of us who struggle often don't ask for help or do so ineffectively. However, also in my own experience, I often feel like a Dollarama Christmas ornament set out on the shelf in September. Most people walking by roll their eyes and say that they're going to devote time to this when it's time for this. Right now, they're focused on getting through Halloween, and that's totally reasonable. But then December comes, the time allocated to the snowman ornament, and suddenly it's, well, we're all Christmas ornaments. Take a look around you. We can't just devote all our time and energy to one snowman. And so the time never actually comes, and your concerns remain unaddressed, and you're left feeling like a Christmas ornament in a perpetual September. If confronted with this perspective, those who are shopping for their pumpkins might state that they just wish to devote all the attention to Christmas that it deserves when it's Christmas time, aka when it becomes convenient for them. That's all fine and good, cool, a respectable stance, but what happens if December comes and you go into the store and you can't find what you're looking for because somebody else already scooped up the snowmen and the Santas? Or you can see the last one on the ground shattered. No one gets to enjoy it now. What happens if they're not on the shelf you expect them to be on when you deem it to be the correct timing? If a loved one seeks companionship from you and you consistently brush them off, regardless of your intentions, that person might eventually give up and close off their heart to you. And rightfully so, in my opinion. Because why should anyone pour into someone's cup who wouldn't choose to do the same for them, you know? A good example of this. Oh my god, there's dry shampoo. Is that dry shampoo? Yeah. Well, we all know now. One kind of example of this is if you stop responding to someone the second that the conversation steers away from what you're saying about your life. It comes across as if you weren't looking to connect with me, but rather that you were just interested in sharing something with me. And that is totally okay. I'm here for that. I love it. But pretending that you also want to know about my life and then ghosting for days or until I redirect the conversation again toward yourself, it's a pattern that feels comically easy to recognize when you're on the receiving end of it. Regardless of intent, I am not of the belief that that's kind of like the treatment that anybody really deserves. I personally believe that we all deserve genuine human connection. Even me. Even you. I said what I said. But if you go out of your way to ask someone how their life is going, expect that they're going to give you an answer. This feels like common sense. It might be best not to start a conversation if you can only hold space for good news or over-the-top enthusiasm. To me, that doesn't feel like a mutual connection and wanting to know how I'm doing. It strikes me more as an opportunity to achieve a hit of dopamine vicariously, or just a chance to talk about yourself and feel heard and seen. And all of that is totally great and valid. And I want to be a part of that. That's something I'm interested in. It's perfectly acceptable, but maybe just be honest if that's what's happening so that I can understand that I shouldn't expect reciprocation. It's easier for everyone in the long run because we all know exactly where we stand. I don't know why people are so afraid of this. Why are people so afraid of knowing where we stand with each other. I'm always happy to be there for people. I enjoy it. I see it as a privilege to be like trusted with somebody's vulnerable emotions. It's a gift to be able to be there for somebody. And at the same time, I've reached a stage of life and burnout where I'm not interested in dragging anybody through their relationship with me. And I'm saying this right now because I hope anybody out there who's watching this who feels the same way has the courage to cut loose those weights around your ankles and enjoy the walk, feeling lighter and more free beside people who actually want to walk alongside you. This may have been a hot take. If anyone in my life feels warmth on their fingers after touching this video, don't. Because if you're watching this video, that already makes you exempt from being someone who's only offering me crumbs. Anyway, I hope you're having a wonderful day. On with the video. I don't know where I'm gonna put this in. If you're watching this and recognize that you've been rolling your eyes at Christmas ornaments strewn about your life unseasonably, that is okay. It's not your intention, and I want you to know that I know that. A way to remedy this is to just say Merry Christmas next time you see the little snowman on the shelf. You don't even have to help the person drowning. Just let them know that you see them. That in itself helps more than you might ever know. And it sure helps a whole heck of a lot more than being kept on the back burner until the timing is right. If you don't know what to say to somebody who expresses that they're struggling and you're like, oh no, I wasn't prepared for this conversation, it's perfectly okay to say that. It's okay to say, I'm sorry to hear you're going through something, if that's the case. I don't know. Whatever the situation is, if you don't feel equipped to respond to it, there's no shame and nothing wrong with saying, I don't feel equipped to respond to that. Maybe people on the spectrum tend to be a little more direct, but to me it feels like the lesser of two evils to let somebody know, I don't know how to respond to that. I'm thinking of you and wish I could do something to help. Or, hey, I've got 17 kids and they all got riled up at the same time, and so I left you on red, but like, I'm thinking of you and I don't know what to say, but I'm thinking of you. All of these things are valid. And I don't know if people know that, so I'm throwing it out there. I guess the whole point of this video is to remind you that you deserve more than scraps. And so if somebody can only offer you crumbs, and you know this from dinners past, you are under no obligation to accept an invitation to whatever it is that they're trying to pass off as a meal. You deserve genuine connection, and you're doing great. You don't have to earn it, but like, you're working hard enough anyway. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you as always to the Turtle Club for keeping this little channel afloat. Don't forget to be kind to yourself and others today, and I'll see you again soon. Bye!